Hi, PerspectiveWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday, April 16th, a chilly but dry morning here in the Mid-Atlantic region. As we start off the day on Tuesday, we'll have plenty of sunshine for much of the day, although clouds will tend to increase late in the day and especially early tonight as a frontal system arrives in the region in the overnight hours. That front will kind of meander around the Mid-Atlantic region for the next 48 hours or so, coming through in the overnight hours as a backdoor cool front from the northeast to the southwest. We'll notice a light northeast low-level breeze on Wednesday. It'll turn a bit cooler, and then that same front will advance northward later in the week as a warm front will turn warmer on Thursday afternoon, and especially noticeably warmer on Friday, and the winds will really pick up on Friday as well. The real big story, though, is not this frontal system over the next couple of days. It's the threat for a major rain event at the end of the work week. It looks like from later Friday through Friday night into early Saturday, significant rain is likely for D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, and in at least parts of the Mid-Atlantic region. There can be some strong to severe thunderstorms associated with that heavy rain event at the end of the work week. The upcoming weekend looks quite unsettled. It probably not a total washout, but there can be showers lingering on Saturday as an upper level feature slowly moves overhead, and Sunday, Easter Sunday, looks like maybe partly sunny, but cannot rule out a shower or two, as again instability in the atmosphere could cause showers on either day, Saturday or Sunday. Let's first take a look at the 500 millibar forecast map from last night's 6E GFS model run, because this really tells the story about the late week heavy rain event, potential severe weather, not only here at the end of the week in the Mid-Atlantic region, but in the preceding couple of days on Wednesday afternoon and Thursday afternoon as the deep upper level feature slides across the southern U.S. Well, we start off the day with upper level low over New England, and high pressure ridging moves into the eastern part of the U.S., the Mid-Atlantic region. But notice out here by tomorrow afternoon, kind of another one of these bowling balls coming across the country, a deep upper level low, slow moving, and that is the problem. That is why we have a heavy rain event likely Friday night, early Saturday time frame here in the I-95 corridor, because it's such a slow mover. Here we go now into Thursday afternoon. It's very impressive looking upper level feature. Starts to take on a negatively tilted trough axis, and we talk about this occasionally here at PerspectiveWeather.com. A negatively tilted upper level trough axis basically means that the trough is oriented from the northwest to the southeast, extending from the upper level low itself, which will be about in this region right here as of Friday night. But notice the trough axis basically northwest to southeast, and that promotes very strong upward motion to the east, and that is where surface low pressure will really intensify during the day on Friday. Let's keep moving forward here. This just slides slowly to the north and east, and given the fact that there's a lot of southerly flow ahead of it, deep moisture will be transported from the tropics up along the eastern seaboard on Friday going into Friday night, and that will contribute to this heavy rain event. And here we are late Saturday with this upper level feature sitting right over the Ohio Valley, the western part of the Mid-Atlantic region. In other words, it'll stay unstable over the weekend, especially on Saturday and Sunday time frame. Easter Sunday looks like that low will tend to start the weekend. Doesn't mean it cannot still produce a shower or two. Could be partly sunny by Easter Sunday, but still maybe a shower or two with this upper level feature still sitting right on top of the region. By early next week, it just finally dissipates. Strong high pressure region moves in by the early part of next week, and we'll warm up as the skies clear during the early part of next week. Well, not only is a heavy rain event likely later Friday to Friday night in the I-95 corridor region from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City, but certainly in the D.C. and Philadelphia metro regions, there can be some strong to severe thunderstorm activity as well. This is the forecast map from NOAA's Storm Prediction Center for tomorrow afternoon, Wednesday afternoon. Notice an enhanced region at least an enhanced threat for severe thunderstorms across Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and that's with the development of that deep upper level low. This is Wednesday afternoon. Let's now jump ahead to Thursday afternoon. And notice by Thursday afternoon that threat jumps into the southeastern part of the U.S. It's forecast to be a slight threat right now. That is likely to increase as we get a little closer to the event time on Thursday. And then finally, this same area will shift to the eastern seaboard on Friday, going into Friday night. So I do believe there is a threat for strong to severe thunderstorms in this heavy rain event that's coming later Friday into Friday night, at least in the southern half of the Mid-Atlantic region. Maybe New York may escape the threat for severe weather, but in Philly and D.C. we'll have to watch for that, in addition to the torrential rain that is possible by about the Friday night time frame. Well, now let's walk through the surface forecast maps from the 6Z GFS model run. High pressure edging over into the Mid-Atlantic region this morning. The winds will still be noticeable, but nothing like yesterday when we had gusts up to 50 miles per hour in the D.C. to New York City corridor. They'll be perhaps gusting up to 25 miles per hour or so for a while today, but they'll tend to diminish in the afternoon, and certainly, again, not nearly as noticeable as yesterday. Notice up here a bit of moisture up across the western part of the Great Lakes. That is associated with a frontal system. It kind of slides to the east, and basically we'll have a backdoor cool front that'll drop from the northeast to the southwest, anchored by this high pressure system up across southeastern Canada. Winds tomorrow will become northeasterly in the New York City, Philadelphia, D.C. metro regions as that backdoor cool front, quite common for this time of the year to see backdoor cool fronts, will again come through in the overnight hours, maybe with a shower or two north of the Mason-Dixon line later on tonight, and there can be mostly cloudy skies on Wednesday with a shower or two possible, again associated with this meandering frontal system. Best chance for showers will be north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border on Wednesday as well. And then that frontal system will basically turn around and advance north as a warm front Thursday night time frame. And watch these isobar pattern here, as we'll definitely develop a large fetch of air here coming from the south into the north, bringing warmer conditions, and winds will increase as well by Thursday night, and especially during the day on Friday. So it'll be windy, warmer, and a lot of moisture riding up from the Gulf of Mexico, the Bahamas, right up along the Atlantic seaboard, setting us up for this heavy rain event. In other words, we'll have a deep tropical moisture plume of air that will feed into the Mid-Atlantic region by the end of the work week, and that again will be contributing to the potential for this heavy rain event. Also, the frontal system itself, very slow moving as it approaches the eastern seaboard, and that's not surprising with a negatively tilted deep upper level low here. Here we are now Friday night. This will be perhaps some torrential rain in the I-95 corridor region later Friday into Friday night, especially perhaps in the overnight hours going into early Saturday morning. Here we go. An upper level low still to the west here, so surface low will be very slow to move, slow to weaken over the Ohio Valley as of Saturday morning. So still some instability in the atmosphere. That system just kind of rotating around over the Ohio Valley. Again, don't expect a total washout this weekend, but there can be showers at just about any time later Saturday, maybe even some sun on Sunday, but also still the threat for an instability, couple of showers on Sunday. That finally moves on out of here by Monday, and high pressure takes over, and will certainly warm up with increasing sunshine early next week. So the big story will be this heavy rain event from later Friday into early Saturday in the Mid-Atlantic region, all the way from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City. Strong to severe thunderstorms are also a possibility late Friday night, at least in the Philadelphia, D.C. corridor. Not so sure about New York City at this time. Instability showers still possible during the upcoming weekend. as that upper level low only slowly moves to the north and east during the Saturday, Sunday time frame. That's it for now. For PerspectiveWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.